So then I thought, well, how am I gonna get myself kind of uh, noted? And I thought, well, everybody's talking about changing their pronouns these days. So I thought, well, maybe if I change my pronouns, that'll get me sort of.
I got
Uh,
one for you. What?
well, you see, there's like some women they on their pronouns they put like she, their name, and then she or her in brackets afterwards. But some guys put their name and in brackets he or him. I was thinking of putting my name down and putting me and myself, and really let people know what I thought was important. Um, anyway, that didn't go over so well either. So I thought I had to kind of do something else. So I spent the fall kind of trying to figure out what I should do, and then kind of an incident happened. I met this guy who I was in contact with his company in Toronto, getting some supplies I needed to make something, and he was the guy I was in contact with, and I had to go back and forth with him. Turns out his name was Elvis, and this is true. I'm not making this up. So, of course, when you meet somebody called Elvis, you immediately you have to deal with the fact that he's called Elvis, right? Because you just don't sort of say, "Oh yeah, hi Elvis." And so anyway, he mentioned to me that his parents were real Elvis fans, and he was born the year after Elvis died. And a lot of people said to him, "Well, have you ever been kind of uncomfortable being called Elvis?" And he said, "No, not at all." He says, "It's great to be called Elvis because you get great customer service, and nobody gives you any attitude, and you're popular at any gathering you go to. Everybody wants to include you in the group, and you get free drinks, and even the people that should hate me like me. So he said, being Elvis has been really good. So there's a lot in a name, and so that got me to thinking, and I thought, what I what I what I do is maybe consider changing my name. And so I'm thrilled to announce that I'm going to change my name. Um, I'm going to change my last name from Walker to Surgery, and my first name from Bud to Tommy John. So I will be known as Tommy John Surgery. And the benefits now, if you don't watch baseball, you probably wonder what the hell is this guy talking about? But so the benefits of being called Tommy John Surgery is terrific because my name is going to be mentioned thousands of times, thousands and thousands of times throughout the baseball season and all the broadcasts and on TV and on radio and on the internet and so forth. And all those times, it's going to be uh, it's going to be mentioned in a positive light, like uh, Tommy John's a good thing for baseball players. So so anyway, uh, and I've got some examples that I that I had to write down because they're quotes from different announcers. So, for example, Buck Martinez can be quoted as saying, "If it wasn't for Tommy John surgery, Verlander never would have won the Cy Young Award when he was 39 years old." Um, so that makes me feel good. And from Shohei Ohtani, who the Blue Jays almost got but didn't, said, uh, "I have to thank Tommy John surgery for my two most valuable player designations, seasons." And Vin Scully said, Paul Molitor was in a lot of pain, but Tommy John surgery fixed him up. And and then Bob Costas said over 1,000 Major League Baseball pitchers owe their longevity, if not their careers, to Tommy John surgery. So all I want you to do now is when you're watching a baseball game and the announcer mentions Tommy John surgery, you can think of me and think of look at all the nice things that this Tommy John surgery, and there's only going to be one Tommy John surgery. So enjoy next summer's baseball. Um, and every time you hear Tommy John surgery, you'll think of me.
But
And Merry Christmas.